The best and worst thing about Code A is your first match can be your last one, so you have to put literally everything you have into the games. I think this is the reason why it's so hard to predict the results of Code A. Group D is one of those groups in Code A which is very hard to predict. Paralysis and Cure have some short history in GSL. Younghwa and Super have long history, but they didn't have good results for individual leagues. From young gun Cure to veteran Younghwa, you can't say who's strong against whom in this group. Paralysis constantly tries his luck at GSL, and has been since 2013, but his best score has been the Code S round of 32. And even that score was possible because he got a wildcard. There was a spot in Code S and Paralysis had to play 9 hours to get it. He won against Dream and Cure, but he was eliminated right after his wildcard match. Cure does not have enough data in GSL. His total records are 2 wins and 5 losses. However, in a recent SPL Round 2 final, he came out right after Maru and brought his team the win. His opponent was MVP's ace player Super. He tried a timing attack based on the opponent's build and succeeded. Cure and Paralysis never met before, but we can refer to PvT balance for our prediction. You may know that many Protoss players have been complaining. The Widow Mine is in the center of the controversy. They claim that some Protoss build orders are useless because of the Widow Mines. Paralysis won against Cure in the last wildcard match, but you have to consider the balance patch that happened since last season. But overall, the situation is not good for Paralysis. He has no wins and just 1 loss against Protoss, but Younghwa's win ratio is 60.6% with 12 wins and 8 losses, and Super has a 60% win ratio. Paralysis better prepare his best to win against all these Protoss players. Now let's talk about Younghwa. He has completely opposite reputations in GSTL and GSL. His GSL record is 43 wins and 28 losses with a win rate of 60.6%. His GSTL record is 29 wins and 11 losses, which makes a remarkable 72.5% win rate. But when you remove GSTL, his remaining record in individual leagues is only 14 wins and 17 losses, and his win rate drops down to 45.1%. Super was not doing well in individual leagues either. He has 10 wins and 6 losses, a 62.5% win rate, which is pretty high. However, his individual league record is 42 wins and 41 losses. He's doing fine in SPL, but you have to remember that SPL is also a team league system. Younghwa and Super have a few things in common. They're both strong against Protoss, and they're both not doing well in 1v1 leagues. Their record against each other is 1-1. I'm not done telling you about the similarities of Younghwa and Super yet. Younghwa's record against Terran is 17 wins and 10 losses, and Super's is 22 wins and 16. So I guess you could say both of them are very strong when it comes to PvT. I think they're both going to get stressed out playing against Cure, especially since he beat Super in the SPL final. I'm sure he's planning for his revenge in the GSL. So in Group D, I think it's between Cure, Younghwa, and Super. All of them have the potential to advance, so it'll be interesting to see who stays and who doesn't. Who will be the 2 players from Group D? YouBet's picks are number 1, Cure, and number 2, Super. Cure will make the best out of his Widow Mines, and it will intimidate the Protoss players. Super lost in the SPL final, but he's one of MVP's top players. It's also good news for him that there are no Zerg players in this group. But overall, I think predicting Group D is no easy task. It won't be a surprise if Paralysis and Younghwa advance to the next round. Everyone has a chance in Group D, so you just have to wait and see whether our prediction was right or wrong.